In a lot of ways, it feels like the Nationals were a team made up of an individual. Bryce Harper offensively was so good, and the Giants were truly a team given the contributions that allowed them to win this division series. Mark Mulder, Curt Schilling, Manny Acta, we'll start with you. Other than that way to describe it, how would you describe the reasons the Giants won this thing?
Well, they're not great in any particular part of the game, but they're very good at pitching. Especially their number one guy that they have. The bullpen is handled by the best guy handling bullpen I've seen, Bruce Bochy, and he has a stability there. Those are the same guys that he's had over the last 3-4 years. And then their hitters. They got a few young guys, like back in the days when the Atlanta Braves were really good, that they're just plugging in a young guy and developing him among the veteran guys. They're doing that with Brandon Belt over the last couple of years.
And
Joe Panik, I mean, that's a great story. So it's about stability. Starting from the top on the organization, the manager, and the way they do things all the way from the top to the bottom.
I'm not going to take anything away from the Giants, but Zimmerman coming out of Game 2, I mean, that to me is where this series was lost for the Nationals. Matt Williams taking him out, it was a terrible decision, and that changed everything. Not only the momentum of them having to then get 18-inning loss and get on a plane and fly to the West Coast, have that long flight. They bounce back, win Game 3, which they could have gone up 2-1 in that case.
With Bumgarner starting.
Yes, and to me, that was where that series was lost right then and there.
No, I agree with him. I think that was probably the move that's going to cost them the postseason, the chance to get to the World Series. At the same time, San Francisco, every year, they do it with guys, and they have a couple guys that you know, and then you watch them in the postseason and go, who's that guy? Who's that? And
Strickland?
Those guys, you know, the Scuderos of the world end up making those contributions to win big series.
No Pagan in this thing. And maybe, I know you talked about Bochy and his ability to handle the bullpen. Maybe you do have to focus on Posey the same way you did with Jeter during his heyday. Posey's just a guy that allows his team to win. It must be a comfort factor he provides for that team. Those pitchers, that bench, has to be.
Well, he's good. He's great at calling a game. He does a good job. And when you have that guy who's consistently back there, let's look at the teams in the NLCS. You have Molina and Posey, two of the best catchers in baseball. I mean, there's a reason that these teams are there. Maybe it's not just them, but they're a huge part of it.
No doubt about it. All right, so the San Francisco Giants once again will meet the St. Louis Cardinals in a League Championship Series as they take care of the Nats. Alongside Mark Mulder, Curt Schilling, and Manny Acta, I'm Karl Ravech.